Alright, what's up guys? I'm back again. This is going to be the last update of my 23 years. Just turned 24, so it's going to be the update, net worth update before I turn 24. The last one, I'm 24 now, but this is kind of updated, so this is how we stand. Okay, so in the current stock portfolio, we're sitting at $32,965.74. Okay, savings, we've got a combined total of about $15,000. I do have some cash in hand, so it's a little bit more, but that's what I have basically in my accounts right now. As far as cars, we're still at 16K, and trailer 50K still. My loan is going down, made a payment on it, $21,735. Subtract all of that, and I am at 92,000 roughly. This is roughly $92,230. Is my current net worth, and this was pretty much before I turned 24 years of age. Now, since the last update, a lot has happened. Some big stuff. This month, for the month of October, between the stock market and my job, I'm anticipating making about $27,000 to $30,000 this month. And I'll show you kind of how I did it. I'll pop up a picture of the plays that I made, the stock, because it came from options. A lot of it came from options, but then a lot of it kind of came from swing trading also. And I'll kind of dive into what the main stocks that were able to give me that were, and how I was able to make these plays, find these plays. But yeah, that happened, and I pulled some money out of my portfolio. At one point, just last week, my portfolio was $40,000. So if it's $40,000, add another 7K, and I'm at just under $100,000. So first, I'm going to talk about the stock that made me probably, since I've been kind of swing trading it, I've made about 15 grand off of it. And that will be American Battery and Technology. I'll pop up a picture. So initially, I bought this back in, I think, July, and I bought it at $2.20 a share. Okay, I held it. I think I put like 10K. It got up to where I was up 3,600. It kind of dropped back down. I sold it at 600, and then I put 5 grand into it of my own money. I took out a loan, put that 10K in, made the 600, and I was like, started doing some more research and bought into the company. I see the potential for them, so I put in 5 grand. Then after I was up 5 grand, I pulled out my 5 grand, and then I bought an engagement ring, to be honest. And so I did that. I pulled that out, and I guess I forgot about that until just now. But I'll pop up a picture of that too, in case anyone's curious. But so I bought that, and I think I bought in maybe another 5K that I got from some reimbursements for some work stuff. And next thing I know, I'm up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost $8,000. Okay, and at this point off this stock, I made about 15 grand. And so it was the 14th to the 15th. The stock hits right around $12 a share. So I'm in it after pulling profits a few times. My price per share is $5 and I believe 69 cents. So we're hitting, we're teetering 11, 12. And then the 15th, right away in the morning, we see a huge decline because you anticipate a pullback after so long of consistent growth. And, it starts to pull back, so I sell at right around $11 a share. So I'm up almost 100%. At this point, it's at the 15K figure that I mentioned previous, and I'll pop that up on the screen. But it tanks. It tanks. Actually, the entire, mineral, fine earth space of the American companies, Lithium Americas, American Battery and Technology, they all pretty much tanked, and so it was a perfect time to sell. But anyways, I sold. I'm now back in it at, I think, a little under $7 a share, which is not really where I want to be, but it's seeming like some market manipulation has occurred across the industry. And so I'm not giving you financial advice, but right now I'm in it for 15 grand. And I think that the big players, the BlackRocks, these big companies that can really dictate the price of these stocks, just because of the volume of shares that they can buy, they're at play. And I anticipate it going pretty high. I don't know for sure, but I feel it, and the company seems solid, so I'm all in on it. And if I lose it, it was all money I didn't have anyways. So that is where I made about 15 grand, and then I made about an additional $8,000 from an options play. And on that one, it was the AMD 182.5 call option. So I played this call, and then AMD shot up to 223, I believe. And this was Monday, October 6th. It shot up because they got to deal with OpenAI. So my $200, because I had two contracts, which 200 shares, if you're familiar with options, turned into $8,000. So I sold, made the 8,000, and coupled that with my job. I'm still traveling, so I'm making about 2 grand a week whilst traveling, and that's after taxes, plus, the 21, almost, I think 22,000 that I'll make in the stock market over this past month. It has extremely boosted these figures and these numbers. I'm very grateful. I give all my praise to the Most High. I'm not religious, but I'm working on my faith, and without that, it couldn't have been done. As well as I'm thankful for the people that have given me I guess more so told me about these opportunities. But I'm very thankful that I'm in the position to take advantage of them. Thank you for watching. Take care.